If you're gonna get into the decal business or t-shirt business, one of the most important things that you will need on your business is a good software or program to make designs or trace, because there will be occasions when the customer is going to provide his own design and you will need a good software or program to trace it. And in today's project, we're gonna put our program design frame to the test, because we're gonna trace this project using the bezier tool. This tool is very helpful when it comes to tracing. Most softwares has this amazing tool. However, not all of them, because Silhouette Studio, the free version, does not have such tool. That is why we're gonna put our software or program to the test using the bezier tool. So we're going to test it and see the quality of it, because we're going to make a small decal and a bigger decal. But let us be honest and clear. The design frame was made for outsourcing transfers like DTF or screen printing transfers, but you can make small to medium decals using your Silhouette Cameo machines, and that is exactly what we're going to use today. So design frame, it's a good way for you to get started. Now, if your business takes off and you see profit, then you can later on invest on a software like CorelDRAW or Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop or many others, or whatever it is that you think it's best for your business. But design frame can help you in the beginning. So if you don't want to make crazy investment and you want to get a cheap vinyl cutter like the Cameo 4 and use our program, it is the best way to get you started. But for this project, we're gonna make hoodies, but we're gonna make some tests first on decals. But let us give you a little context of how this cell was sealed. Well, lately we've been getting a lot of bad weather and snow, so I decided to make a sales post on our local Facebook groups and make sales on hoodies, because that is what's selling a lot. So this is the original post that I made, and later on I got my first leads, and that is one of the great advantages of owning a vinyl cutter. So that way, if you are not selling any decals due to bad weather, you can make hoodies or t-shirts on bad weather. However, we're still waiting for the hoodies to arrive for this project, but in the meantime, we wanted to make some tests on decals. And after tracing our customer's design using our program design frame, these are the settings that we will use after we export the design to Silhouette Studio, which is the software that Cameo needs. We have our PNG here on our computer. I'm going to go ahead and open Silhouette Studio Basic Edition. The first thing I need to do, I need to bring my image. I'm going to go to File and then Merge and select that image that we've already created. We got to do a few things to it. You can see that we have the PNG, no background. I'm going to go ahead to the right side, select Tracing Tool. And then I'm going to go ahead and select Trace Area and try to highlight the logo. And I'm going to zoom in just to see all the details. I'm gonna go ahead and increase the threshold. Like I'm gonna do about 50, 55, something like that, 53, I think. Okay, once you are happy with the details, you can go ahead and select Trace. I'm gonna zoom out. And something that we could do here, if we do not like the small details, we could actually just type in all the information, use a font within the software, which I'm not gonna do, because the idea is to show you what the logo looks like if you were to use the design frame. And the settings for cutting vinyl, we're gonna do machine Cameo 4. The feed type, we're gonna do the manual, and the cutting mat, we're gonna do 12 by 12, and the media size, we're gonna do 12 by 12. And now we're gonna select the whole design, and then we're gonna click send, and I'm going to show you the cutting settings for this type of vinyl. And then I'm going to show you the settings. The blade depth, we're going to have it at 3, and I didn't forget to change the vinyl gloss. And the force, we're going to have it at usually we have it at 13, but I'm going to increase it by 1. And the speed, we're going to have it at 17, and then we can go ahead and send our design. And after a few minutes, our design was ready to cut, and this machine has a small blade in the back. So after it finished, then we can send the vinyl to the back of the machine. And after we finish sending most of the design, we make sure that we're not going to cut the design and make sure we are able to see the weeding box that we added. Then we lock the blade and then we slice it like that. And then we cut the smaller design, which is around 4 inches, and we use leftover vinyl that we had, and we use the same settings, of course. Then we start weeding out the small decal, and this is how it looks like after we weed it out. We did not added any weeding boxes since it's a very small decal, and it looks really great for being a small size decal. Now we're gonna do the bigger decal, the 12 by 12, but for this one we did added some weeding boxes because that is what we always recommend. The bigger the decal, the more recommended it is to add some weeding boxes, so that way you focus on one surface and you don't have to weed out the whole thing. Even though this is a medium decal, but we still recommend that you add some weeding boxes because it makes the weeding process much easier, especially when you are working by yourself. Now we're going to apply the transfer to our medium-sized decal, and we secure the decal on the desk using some duct tape. Then we're going to use the Arte Clear Choice AT75, and we're going to pull it from the bottom. Then we make sure we align the transfer onto the decal and start pulling the transfer carefully. We always leave a gap between the decal and the transfer or the application roller, so that way when we apply the transfer into the decal, we have enough space to cut the transfer. Make sure you do this step because that'll be much better for you. And then we start using the squishy side to side, and that's how simple it is to use the application rollers, which you can also use to align your vinyl into your Cameo 4. Remember, all the links will be below if you want to support us and get your application rollers or your Cameo 4. And this is how you can start a decal business or t-shirt business from home using your Cameo 4, which barely costs $200 as of today on 2025. So remember, if you want to start a t-shirt or decal business from home, we always encourage you to do a lot of research. But if you want to start easy and you don't want to make crazy investment and you want to start with your Silhouette Cameo vinyl cutter because you want to try this business first before you make any other investment, then the Cameo 4 is definitely a good machine for you. Now, if you want to use our design frame program, you can use it by joining the RDI Premium membership, and you can do so by clicking on the join button below. So this is it for this video. Make sure to give us a like and subscribe and share this video with people that want to start their business from home. Thank you so much. We will see you guys again on the next episode.